So just a few miles down a dirt road in the Flathead National Forest, I come upon what appears to be some free camping with a freaking fire ring right by the river. I don't think we might be able to get any better than this. And on top of that, the road for the last mile has just been awful. It's got the washboard, just shakes the whole damn bus apart. So about that time I saw this sign, river access, pulled in here, figured maybe I could unload the bike, but I'm gonna be camping here tonight unless somebody tells me I can't. And I'm gonna head over to the river here in a second. Maybe I can find a shuttle upriver from here, which would be freaking awesome. As it turns out, this is a very popular put-in, one of many sections, but one of the better sections for whitewater. Several class 2 and 3 rapids in 12 miles. And from what I understand, it's one of the best sections in a 60-mile stretch. It's 11 a.m. Saturday morning. Still had some coffee. It was little showers last 2 or 3 hours, some light showers. So kind of been slow to get outside, but I'm gonna go paddling today, hell or high water. And lucky for me, it was high water. And you see this guy that I'm paddling with, I actually saw him taking out at my spot the day before, and he actually came back the next morning as I was getting ready to put in. And I was going to paddle by myself and just hope for the best and maybe find somebody at the next takeout to run me back up river. But this guy Hilo from Spain actually welcomed the paddle, because he would rather paddle with somebody just like me. And lucky for me, he was there just in case I lost my paddle, because I went swimming. I went swimming 4 times in this little stretch, and there was nothing really tricky. I mean, it was some tricky threes in here with some weird currents and some big waves, but nothing that I haven't paddled before, and nothing that I've ever had real trouble on. But I just couldn't keep the boat up right. But I'm glad that Elo was there, and even though I didn't actually need him other than grab my paddle one time so I could pull the boat out. It was kind of tricky getting the boat over to the bank a few times. I think this is the first time I go swimming here. I don't think I got them all. Well, no, I did get them all on tape, but you're not going to see but 2 or 3. But you get to see some of the beauty, and it was just a fast river. There was several pools, but the pools were moving fast. So really, you just get in your boat and there I go. Banged my hip on one of the rapids because I was kind of upside down in a very fast-moving section. But it was cold and I was wet, and it was but it was so much fun. It is Sunday around noon, July 17th, and I am still in the Flathead National Forest. Glacier is right over the river, but there's just been so much to do and see and experience in Flathead that it kind of really didn't make any sense to go over there yet. I figure I'm probably gonna have to spend a couple days over there too, because I'm gonna see some awesome shit. And anyway, I'm up in the mountains, came up a dead-end road. It looks like joins a hiking trail maybe somewhere along this ridge, but top of Werner Peak. And that way is Canada. There's a glacier. And I believe that that's still going to be whitefish over there. I can't imagine them putting whitefish in the middle of all that. But this looks like a pretty big ski area here. Off in the distance, I don't know if you can see the slopes. Looks like they've at least cut some trees down to ski through. But this is pretty nice up here. It's almost a little meadow on top of this peak. I'm sure because of all the fires. It looks like the fires were on the western sides of the slopes. I'm sorry. Yeah, western sides of the slopes. Looks like maybe the wind was blowing west and caught all the sparks and just fed the fire. But anyway, I'm taking some time lapse and gonna take some pictures and whatever the hell else I feel like doing while I'm up here until the mosquitoes run me off. I've seen some mosquitoes up here and they look pretty goddamn hungry. Just haven't been bit yet. So once I start getting bit, game over. Gotta go back down the hill. So this is kind of silly. I believe this is I believe this is the line to Canada. I believe that's what this is this little trench is a border, I guess. Checkpoint Charlie, Montana. I don't know if that's exactly what this is or United States. Well, let's actually see here what we got. United States, Treaty of 1846, line establishment. Oh, that's cool. Canada. Awesome. So I'm in Canada. Yeah, that's really all I really wanted to do is get over here and violate the law. That's really freaking cool though, the marker. Line establishment. Surveyed and marked 1903, 1907. Somebody's put some rounds in it. I think it's a hollow thing. And I guess that's the line all the way up the mountain. That's kind of cool if you think about it. Pretty straight line. I think this border is a very straight line. Anyway, this is the big deal. This is what I wanted to do. Looks like the Canadians had more of a cool looking checkpoint over there. 3 in the Flathead National Forest. Glacier's over there. I went in yesterday, but I'll go back tomorrow, make a really good day out of it this time instead of fixing flats and chasing tubes. And actually it could have been a whole lot worse day today. It could have happened yesterday. I could have been 50 miles into the wilderness back there and had to hike 20-30 miles to find somebody that's actually driving. So yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Luckily it happened today, 5 miles from camp, and I'm okay with it now. I'm just whooped. I'm tired and I don't feel like I've gotten anything accomplished except got some new shoes on the rear, and man, it makes a big difference. I was still drifting a little bit, but dang, I mean, I can cook down these roads 70 miles an hour easy, and 80 in some parts, and made a big difference. Looks like a big storm's coming. I may pull out the generator and fix me something to eat. I don't really want to get into the weather because it gets so freaking cold up here. I mean, I just came out of the weather. It was sprinkling a little bit. It's 20 degrees different up there. It's, you know, probably closing on 50. And I've got mesh and jeans on. Well, let me pull out the generator and cook some dinner. We'll see what happens then.